Good morning, everyone. Well, I will talk about different problems that we have for the climate change in Spain. You are close to harvest gala. This is one picture, the harvest time in gala. You can see the color, it's nice. Yeah? It's one of the consequences that we have for the climate change. This is Brookfield. Usually the Brookfield is an older clone of gala, and we have a lot of problems to have color. First, it's know the situation. This is the anomalies and surface of the temperatures. Spain here, okay. I am this corner in the north of Spain. It's absolutely red. We have 2 degrees increasing in the temperature. You are here, okay. It's white. You don't have anomalies in 2023 in temperatures. Okay, the situation is different, and maybe in the future will be the same. This is the historical temperatures anomalies. Okay, the zero is the average of the temperature, and you can see that before the 90s we have years that the temperature is lower than the average, is the color blue, but you can see that the temperature go up every year. The last 2 seasons, okay, we have 3 degrees of the increasing of the temperature in our area. This increasing in the temperature, it's more higher during the season. Okay, in the winter we don't have anomalies, but during the season the increasing it's higher. This is the year 2023. Okay, the harvest time. You can see here that we arrive with temperatures, the maximum temperatures close to the 40 degrees in August. It's very high. The black line is the average of the temperature, the all historical data, and every year we have more red. Okay, this is one of the biggest problems. Other thing is the minimum temperature. You know that this line is the reference line, the 15 Celsius degrees. This is the line that we need lower temperatures to have better color. Okay, the all temperatures that it's lower than 15 degrees, if we have nights with this temperature, we have better color. You can see in the harvest time, okay, in the year 23 we have 3 days with temperatures lower of these 15 degrees, but for these 2 nights we have better color. But sometimes we don't have these temperatures, and the problem is the fruit it's mature. Okay, the ripening it's all set, and we need wait to have better color, because at the end the markets don't want green galas or yellow galas. At the end we have an increment of the temperatures, the 2 Celsius degrees. This increment is higher in summer and autumn, lower increments in winter. After we have lower precipitation. You know that in Spain we have a drought period. After I will show you different reserve of waters that we have very high problems with the reserve of water. We have lower, higher increments, the temperatures with higher of 30 Celsius degrees. We have tropical nights, higher than 20. Lower number of the frost days. This is a good thing, maybe better, no? Because if we don't have frost for the spring, it's good to do the thinning and all these things. And after, during the season, we have lower precipitations. Okay, this is other example that the problems that we have for this climate change. We have a collection of varieties that we evaluate different varieties that are better adapted in our weather conditions. But one of the problems that have a lot of varieties, the American varieties, for example, honey crisp, it's normal. We have a lot of fruit drop in harvest. It's incredible. Other thing, it's the color. We want this bean, but we have this other. Okay, we need to do some things for increased color. After I will say different things that we do. Other thing is the sunburn. Okay, we have a lot of sunburn with 40 Celsius degrees during harvest. It's normal to have these problems. We have high nets. Okay, I saw here that you have similar orchards that we have. Other thing is the boiling, well, I say good. This is sunburn, but the extreme situation. Internal. No, this is it's water core. We have an increment of water core. The other thing is the soft skull. Sometimes when we harvest, the bean is in the orchard, the fruit have temperature. After when we put this fruit in the cooler, this change of the temperature do that we have this soft skull, crackings, increments of crackings, pits, all types of pits that you can imagine. This is a green spot, this is lenticels problems. It's all things that you can imagine, all problems that we have for this. We can do for the climate change. We have three scenarios. The one is escape of the climate change, other is adapt, and other is mitigate. The first one, escape, it's the actual apple areas or the fruit areas that we have in Spain is these two yellow areas that we have in Spain. This is the Ebro River Valley, and this one is the Girona, is the place that I'm from, that I work. These orchards are in 200 meters up to the level of the sea in this area in Lleida. In this here, it's close to the border of the sea. We have orchards at 1 kilometer to the sea. Okay, it's close to the sea. But for escape, this climate change, the situation that we can do is go to the mountains, to the Pyrenees, and 1,000 meters up to the level of the sea, or to the interior of the Spain. This orchard, it's 100 to 1,200 meters up to the level, to the sea. It's a very good orchard. We have very good color, but the problem is the season is short. Okay, the spring is after, and the harvest time is before. At the end, the season is short, and we have problems to have very good fruit size. We have good color, but the size is lower than in orchards that we have close to the level of the sea. This is the biggest orchard in Spain. It's 1,000 meters up to 1,000 hectares. Okay, this orchard is located here. Okay, this company is the biggest company in Spain. It's Nufri, and they decide to put this orchard in the interior of the Spain because they have better temperatures. I drink water because I speak very fast. If you anytime visit Spain, you can contact with me and I can talk with this company. You can visit this orchard because it's amazing. It's amazing. Other thing, this is Girona. You remember Spain in the north, it's my area. This is the all fruit orchards, these dots. The thing that we can do is go close to the sea. For Gala, the sea winds that we have, okay, these do that the temperature is lower for the harvest time close to the sea than in the interior part. Okay, at the end we can move these orchards close to the sea for have better color. Other thing, it's the thing that we can do is go to varieties that the harvest is late. This is the harvest time. All these varieties we need to go at these varieties that the harvest is in autumn or at the end of the summer, because the temperatures in this timing it's better. Okay, we have more days that temperature is lower than 15 degrees. Okay, and we can go on these varieties and escape all this that we have early harvest. The second part, adapt. How we can adapt at the climate change. The first time we have one collection of varieties. Okay, in this collection of varieties we evaluate 200 varieties around the world. This is the galas that we have. Okay, we evaluate maybe 20 clones of gala. In Spain, the markets want striped gala. They don't want bloodshot. And these clones is the varieties that have better color. The Alpigala is the clone that have better color in comparison to the others. And this, the question is, if you are in one area that it's favorable to have color, it's better don't put this variety because you can have blushed. Okay, it's striped, but if the situation is close, for example, to the sea, that we have better color, you have a percentage of apples with blushed. Okay, and the other it's Gala Venus Fenstripe, Gala Norge, and Sniga Snico is the better option. This is the percentage of red blusaria, that is the percentage of yield with 90% of the red blusaria. Okay, you can see the Alpigala, we have a 90% with good color. Okay, after we have these three clones, and this is the reference clone that is Brookfield, that always the color is lower. At the end, we can do a selection of varieties that have better colors in hot climate conditions. Other thing is put varieties, okay, that don't have problems with the temperature. In our region, we have the better granny. I say in the world, but we will try. But the granny is adapted perfectly in our conditions, and this go increasing the orchards that are planting. This is the all varieties that we have. We can see that Red Delicious and Fuji go down, okay. Granny Smith go up. Gala, the orchards, the hectares that we have in Gala, it's the same. Golden Delicious go down. After 20 years evaluating varieties, the only variety that is established is Pink Lady. It's the only variety that now we have a lot of hectares, and it's the only variety after 20 years evaluating varieties that is established, and we can say that we have a good market. And after we have Story, Opal, Tessa, Candine, Joya, Lori, Inogo, and Tutti, that it's a new varieties that are coming that are adapted in our conditions. Other thing is we have a breeding program, the Hot Climate Partnership. This breeding program is for these 4 companies. Maybe you know about them. It's from New Zealand. We are looking for excellent eating. Is the best thing that we want. Good appearance. But at the end, we want a good apple. You know, all people know that what is a good apple. Other thing, it's resistant for different diseases, scarp, mildew, fireblight, or scilla in pear. And we have 4 stages. We have crosses with seeds. We have 1 tree. After we put 4 trees for evaluate in the second stage. If this variety go to the 3rd stage, we put 50 trees. And after the 4th stage, go with growers, with the partners that pay for evaluate these varieties. They can put 200 trees or more for evaluate this. And after we register these varieties, and these go to the markets. This is Spain. Catalonia is the place that we have the breeding program. This is the 1st stage. Is the heat location in Spain. Is the place that we have more hot. Okay, the temperature is higher in all Spain, and then I can say in all Europe. Is the place that we have the first selection. Okay, the all varieties that come to the 2nd stage. Okay, in Lleida and Girona. The first one is in Jimenez, and we can select varieties that are adapted in these conditions that we have extreme. We have all of these after 20 years. We have 270,000 seeds, trees, it's trees. And after, in the stage 4, we only have 13 selections. And this is one demonstration of field day that we show some varieties of pear on apple. And now we have this first variety registered. It's Hot 84, sometimes, well, Tutti is the name in the market. This is a club variety similar of Pink Lady. Another is this one is Stellar. The harvest time in this is 2 weeks before Gala. It's good. The red color is not dependent of the temperature, because the only thing that needs is light. Sometimes we need to manage the pruning close to harvest, because the only thing to have good color is receive light. Okay, it's not dependent of the temperature. It's a good apple, but maybe will be in the market. If this is free, at the end you will, if you want to plant this variety, it's open for the market, but will be trees maybe in 2 years. Okay, the variety is no start, but we don't have sufficient trees to sell to sell all trees that the markets want. Let's go. Other thing that we are working is rootstocks. We are evaluating all rootstocks of Geneva rootstocks. Here from Australia we have 4 selections that the rootstocks that we have from here have a lot of vigor. Usually when we compare with the all commercial rootstocks that we have, it's not, in terms of the same vigor, it's not the best productive. But at the end, we want to find substitute for M9. We have a lot of problems for the replantations. Okay, when we put trees, the trees don't grow. Okay, because at the end, the limitations of the orchards, we have a lot of limitations for plant trees in our area. At the end, we need to plant and replant and replant. At the end, these trees don't grow, and we need to find substitutes for M9. We selected after 10 years of the evaluations, G11 and G41. It's the rootstocks with the same vigor of M9, with better productivity and better fruit size compared with M9. After, with a little bit higher vigor, we have M200 and G214, and with higher vigor 969. Moreover, these 2 rootstocks usually show lower levels of bitter pit than the traditional rootstocks, have better absorption of the nutrients, and the levels of bitter pit is lower for these rootstocks. Other things, it's hail net. It's a standard in our orchards. Okay, we need to put hail nets. One is for sun protector, okay, for the sunborn. Another thing is because we have a lot of hail nets. It's mandatory. Other thing that we need to do is manage the irrigation with precision irrigation. And other thing is that we can do for have protection and this sunborn is spray fruit covers, kaolin, natural waxes, calcium carbonate. We can spray this product for half protection, but the growers don't want to use these products because at the end, after the centrals that receive these fruits, the fruit is dirty, and for clean this fruit, they have a lot of work. This is the hail nets. It's older. We have other more modern, but this is the hail net, one orchard with hail nets. Other thing, it's for increase the color. We can use reflective ground covers. We have 2 types. This is extended. Maybe here the people use similar tips. And other thing is the foliation machines. With these 2 systems, we can increase the red bluejaria or the harvest in the first category between 15% or 20%. All the red bluejaria. We have more fruits with this extra category in the first harvest. At the end, my growers in my area prefer these systems. They love go driving. They don't want to put these nets, and they prefer drive. And it's slow, because they go at 2 kilometers per hour. To do 1 hectare, they need time, but they prefer driving with AC, and it's better. Yeah. Other thing, it's we can delay the ripening, spray, retain, or Harvista. Do you have any product here? Both. We spray Harvista. In Spain, we don't have register for anything of this. Harvista, they are fighting to have, but we have a lot of trials. The best timing for spray Harvista in our condition is when the starch index is 2. Okay, if you spray after this starch index higher than 2, the product or Harvista don't work well. Okay, you need to do the chloride, and when this chloride, no, it's the starch index, no? Yeah. We spray with the starch index is 2, and after we can delay the harvest 3 weeks. Okay, you have 1 week more for arrive to the ripening that we harvest is 7, but after with this with these sprays we can delay the ripening. At the end we can wait better temperatures. When the harvest is later, the temperature is better. Other thing, the chilling hours. This is the historical data of chilling hours that we have. We are the average in 800. 800 is a good number, but we think that the traditional form that we count these chilling hours, it's not the best, because at the end we have 800 chilling hours, but the trees don't work well. And I think other thing, this is the chilling hours. You can see in two varieties, Ingala and Golden Ingala, and you can see when we have higher chilling hours, the flowering is earlier and more homogeneous. The problems that we have, okay, this is Pink Lady last year. You can see the tops. We don't have any branch. Okay, this it's harvest. You can see that the fruit but the problem is the trees don't grow in the top. It's a hormone problem, but it's for the chilling hours. The things that we want to do is scrolling. Okay, we can do some cuts here and spray promaline in the spring to increase the growth, the branching. But this is one of the problems that we have. Okay, we are in the top, but the top don't produce anything because we don't have. Other thing, it's here. The flowering, it's very long. We have 3 weeks of the flowering time or more. We have fruits with 15 millimeters, 8 millimeters, and flower for the thinning. It's 108, incredible. If you want to spray thinners in the flowering, when you can spray. Sometimes it's difficult for me to identify what is the time that we have full bloom because it's all time is flowering. And other thing, it's the flowering. It's in the bottom, first one, and in the top after. You need to do 2 strategies of thinning, different in the top and in the bottom because the fruits are different. It's complicated. Other thing that we do is manage the irrigation with precision. Okay, we have proof. Okay, we have the all growers put proof at 40, 20, 40, and 60 millimeters, and we have a net. Okay, we can manage the irrigation with the phone, but we have a net here. All these orchards in color red have proofs, and with the forecast of the raining and the temperatures and the soil moisture, we can manage the irrigation in all our area. Okay, at the end, with this system, we can reduce the amount of water between 20 or 25%. Okay, we reduce the amount of water that we need in the orchards because we irrigate when we need irrigate, not for the. Okay, one more. This is our situation last season in the beginning. This is a dam south reservoir was 0. The last year, in the beginning of the season, the government said you cannot irrigate, okay, only for survival because we don't have water. But we had lucky, and the last season was the most raining in the all historical, and the reserve of water increased at 30%, and the last season we can irrigate. Now we are at 10%, okay, but this is the situation, the all reserve of water that we have. And other alternative is find other crops that are better adapted in these conditions. Other thing, yeah, it's fast. Yeah, I'm finishing this. I go in the time.
Yeah, you're flying through.
I try to go fast. Other thing that we are doing is for mitigate is use solar panels to manage the all electricity in the field. Other thing it's try to change our fertilization and use biochar and all these things. I think that you have a project with biochar and all these things. This is one friend, but we try to conserve all carbon that have in the ground, okay, and change the quality of the ground to have better absorption of water or when the rain. Sometimes the problem that we have is very sandy our soils and rain and the water go down. If we can have organic matter in the first part of the soil. When after rain, the water will be better. Other thing that we can do is agriculture of the precision. We are working with this company. It's a Wattic company for spray products only in the trees that we need to spray. Is the precision spraying machine. They convert these traditional machines for spray in different locations. In other words, no, if you have before I talk before we are talking with, no me viene tu nombre.
¿Mío?
Sí,
Pedro.
sí, con Pedro.
Pedro.
But we are talking about this, that you sometimes have aphids in the orchard. We have one area with aphids, no? And you spray all orchards for aphids. Or you have one part of the orchard that the vigor is lower, and you spray the same volume of water in all orchards. With this machine, we can spray a different volume in different orchards. The thing it's they use sensors of ultrasounds. Okay, don't use LIDAR ni anything. They use ultrasounds, this sensor that we have here, because the amount of data that generate these sensors is lower. Okay, and you can go when you are driving, the sensor read here, and they after can modulate the volume in the real time. In other words, they don't need to process this data. And with this, we can reduce the amount of products that we spray. One example, this is that they calculate the tree row volume in the real time. You can see this in the tablet and spray at different volumes. For now, the company, I can say that the only thing that can do is turn on and turn off. We are start a project for half sections and turn on and turn off in different sections. This is an example. We spray this for thinning. Okay, we spray different rates depending of the flowering. We do readings in the flowering time. We know the amount of flowers in each part of the row. You can see that the vigor here is lower. This is stop, and after they do here at the end. Sometimes the problem that we have is the GPS signal with these companies. The GPS signal is different in each country, but they have one antenna, and they can see what is the space that you have the delay, and they move the antenna between for the different parts of the tractor for have a correction factor. Okay, if you put the antenna in the top, when you spray, and you can see that here. You spray in this tree, but you can see that they turn on here. But if you move the antenna in other part of the tractor, you can have a correction of this delay in the spray. Final comments. The climate change effect caused anticipated losses in apples. We have 3 solutions: escape, adaptations, or mitigations, with all things that I said before, and we will see. Okay, maybe in the future we will see what we do. Okay,